Cool, cool. So we should be testing out this new Instagram Live. Sounds like we might be able to add multiple people, more than two at once. So we're going to try that out, and we're going to see if we can get City Mills and Will Patrick, the challenge master, on at the same time. So we haven't done that before. So let's see if we can do it right now. So we got a invite to them both, and we're going to see if we can get both of them on and do a three-way Instagram live call. So we got Will Patrick, challenge master. So awesome. And so you think we can get three people on here at once?
Yeah. So
okay.
Have you told City?
Yeah, I told City, yeah. And it looks like he just tried to join, but it looks like he wasn't able to. So let's see here. You request. Hang on, we're telling more followers to join your video. You request. Go live with City Mills. Okay.
Is it possible?
We're gonna find out. He just requested to go live, so I hit allow, and we're gonna see if we can do a three-way call here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't tried. We haven't done three on. Oh, it works.
I told you.
Awesome. Yeah. So hopefully, how's your connection? So give him a second here. Hopefully, I think the Instagram takes a little bit less bandwidth than the Facebook Live. So
City.
yeah, can you hear us? Oh, sorry, I dropped my phone there. Yeah, can you hear us? Are we coming in? All right. You're breaking up a little bit. We can kind of hear you.
So what do we do? I think we should make use of this, or do we go back to Facebook?
Yeah, we can keep going, and hopefully his connection gets better. I noticed that the Facebook challenge has been doing pretty well. The videos have been doing pretty well that you posted. I know the roadmap video that you posted did it's already at 100 views.
Okay, continue what you're saying.
Yeah, it's at like 100 views already. So I think that I'm seeing all the people share. We're getting like a good community of people who are sharing things on Facebook, and it's getting our content seen. So I think that's good. So if this live stream goes well, then I'll upload this to. Or you think it's better if we just give you short video clips, and you share the short video clips on Facebook.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem. For me, I'm gonna make sure it's on Facebook.
Yeah, cool. And we could share these longer videos too. But we'll probably just have to use the YouTube link for that. You know, if you're gonna share just the short clips, you said that it works better just to have the raw video, and then probably for the longer clips, we'll use like YouTube links. So cool.
Okay.
And then hopefully City Mills connection gets better. Do you think you guys would have better connection right now when no one can use Twitter? Twitter's been shut down over there, so you know, you'd think that there'd be more data available or more broadband available. You know.
You know, right now Nigerians are not able to access Twitter.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I've heard.
The ones you see on Twitter, they might be, you know, using VPN or something that will make them change location so they can access Twitter.
Yeah.
So that's just it. Our government is messed up.
Yeah. Well, most are. So, but the good news is that you guys are able to use Instagram, Facebook, and the most important thing is you guys can use ChallengeDac, the most important app, ChallengeDac. So, but I think
Actually, I think it's the most important app for me.
Yeah. But that just kind of underscores the importance of blockchain. You know, that as you know, blockchain is more resistance to shutdowns and censorship and stuff. So I think it's a good time for Nigerians and for everybody to learn about the power of Hive and learn about the power of ChallengeDac and blockchain technology.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I normally encourage my friends who are yet to, you know, enter into cryptocurrency, enter into the blockchain. I encourage them to do that. Anything you know how to do, can actually make money out of it online with blockchain tech. So I tell them that every day.
yeah, it's definitely the future, definitely the an important thing. So so how do you think good things are going? It looks like we're getting good Facebook activity. Um, what else do you see as a challenge master going on with the network?
Well, I would say the number of people completing challenges have decreased though.
Yeah.
Have decreased. That is one of the things I have observed. But that is notwithstanding, you know, we have these days on the Facebook challenges, we've had Twitter views as notwithstanding. But the number of users that complete challenges have decreased. That is one of the things I've noticed.
I've noticed
Yeah.
the same thing, and I mean it's been a recent decrease, probably the last 2 weeks. I've seen a decrease. What do you think's causing it?
Well, I can't really tell. Maybe I have two friends that were making use of the challenge years application. But as a result of, you know, one, the phone got missing, one, the phone got stolen.
Okay.
So that was how I got to know that this is why they're actually not present in the application. So I don't know about others. They might have one reason or the other not to complete challenges.
Well, maybe it was because it's finals. I mean, it seems like it's funny, but you and City go to the same university in what's the name of your guys' university?
University of Uyo.
What was that?
University of Uyo.
University of right?
University of Uyo, UYO.
Okay, why? But you guys mentioned I think a lot of our users are coming from that university. A lot of them are your guys' friends and stuff. And you said that it's finals week, right?
Yeah.
So maybe everyone's been busy doing finals, and that's why we've been seeing less participants. Because, a lot, you guys have been doing such good work with promotion that so many of our users, I think, are coming from your area and probably coming from your university. So, a lot of our users are your guys' friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends.
Yeah. so that's great. That's how things grow, is through, your friends and word of mouth and stuff. But maybe
Yeah.
this, we got most of our users are coming from, university, and you guys are all doing finals, and that's what, maybe that's slowing us down. Um, so who knows? Let's see if we can get him back. Looks like we lost both Willow and City Mills here. And we'll see. We look like we lost connection, but let's see if we can get him back here. And for all you guys watching, I know we usually do our AMAs here on Saturdays, and twice a week we've been trying to make team videos on Saturdays. City Mills and myself, we like to go live here and answer any questions, and we could do that today. So anyone who's watching, feel free to watch question or ask questions. And then we also been trying to do a strategy meeting too, with Will Patrick and City Mills and myself. And we've been playing around. We've been pre-recording it. Then we tried doing Facebook Live. We've tried that before. And then it sounds like Instagram allows 3 people at a time now on Instagram Live. So today we're experimenting and trying to all go live on Instagram. And looks like City Mills was having a little bit of an issue with his connection, and looked like Willow had a good connection, but we lost him. So we'll see if we can get them back. And if we are, we'll talk about things that we're working on as a project, how we're trying to grow the project, and all the good stuff. So we'll see if we can get Willow back. He just asked to join, so hopefully his connection's better now. You
Yeah.
back? You can hear me all right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
Sorry.
connection's back. So I was just explaining to people what we've been doing. Like, last few weeks or for the last few months, we've been doing Instagram lives, City Mills and myself, taking your guys' questions. And then we've been trying the last month or so do a strategy meeting with yourself, City Mills, and me. And then we're just experimenting, seeing if we can do it on Instagram live. But it looks like we got 2/3 of the team here, of the promotion team at least. And we'll see if we can get City Mills on here. But yeah, we had him on for a second or two, but it looks like he's having poor connection issues tonight. But nonetheless, we're here, committed to giving you guys the news, growing the project, and growing the software. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you were saying something before I had a bad connection. You were saying something about my school, you know.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out why, for the first time, and probably the first time since we released version 7, we had probably a drop off in activity. And we were trying to think about why the last 2 weeks there's been a little bit less, there's been fewer users. So I thought maybe it might be because your university is on finals week, or you guys are studying for finals. A lot of our users,
We writing exams right now. We're writing examination.
yeah, so you guys are doing finals. So maybe, it seems like a lot of our users are Nigerian college students. So, if you guys are doing finals right now, maybe that's the decrease in activity. That could be possible.
One of the reasons, why maybe, users from over here have declined in the way they normally perform challenges.
Yeah. Yeah. So that might be what's going on. And then maybe there's been a decrease in, we're still probably posting 80% of challenges. 80% of challenges are coming from us, the project. And I don't think we've been putting as much crypto into our challenges as we were. So maybe we need to increase that number a little bit, which we can do. We can increase that number and, increase the giveaways. And the biggest thing we could do is get more people making challenges, and that way we can get more rewards on the network. Because, we got to grow the rewards on the network. More rewards on the network is what's going to build a network and get more users. So, we we had a collaboration that we're doing with NFT Showroom. So we're looking for more collaborations. We were talking to people from 3Speak. Hopefully we can work something out with them and do some sort of a collaboration with them where they give us rewards and we help promote their networks. And there's been a lot of projects reaching out to us, a lot of crypto projects asking how they can use the ChallengeDac network to grow their project. And so that's why it's important for us to make content and help educate people and help people learn about the value of ChallengeDac, because we've proven that there's value here, that this is a more economically efficient way of promoting, of getting your message out. But we just got to educate more people and get more people using the software.
Yeah, yeah. And one of the ways we, wanted to let the network grow, wanted to make the network grow was through Hive.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
Hive has so many users, not just from one continent, from all over the continent in the world.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of the places that we should, no, I was gonna ask Siri how it is over there,
Yeah.
but it's network connection, it's giving problems.
Right. Yeah. He's been the one running Hive. So I was going to ask him about that today too. What he thinks about Hive. And I think an important thing is when we got this Hive power, to use it to try to onboard Hive users onto ChallengeDac.
Yeah,
So
making content.
making content aimed at getting people onto Challenge, educating people about Challenge,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
getting new users. Because I think that's where our original base few hundred users came from. We didn't have any users. Then we got Hive Power, did cross promotion, and that's how we, eventually got more people. I think that's how you found out about us. Did you find out about us through Hive? You may have.
Uh, I knew City right from there's a Steemit movement we were doing. That was when I knew City from Steemit. I met City on Steemit. I did not even know him in real life. I met him on Steemit as a Nigerian like me. So we took part in a movement, in one Steemit movement like that. So I lost. I did not. My device was bad, so I had to stay away from the internet for some time. I was trying to get a new device. Immediately I got a new device, I messaged City, "What's up? What's on ground?" So he told me about Challenge, told me about Tilos.
Yeah.
So he gave me a link to download the application. I downloaded the application, and that was when you saw me making
Yeah.
a challenge rather.
Yeah. I think you have the your claim to fame is how you earned your nickname Challenge Masters. You were the first person to complete a task challenge, I believe, right? It was like version
Yeah.
4, and we were trying to get task challenges to go through. And when we're first starting the network, and there's bugs, there's different things going
Geo,
on.
Geo challenges. It was a Geo that time.
A geo
We're just
challenge.
making it. Yeah,
Yeah, you were the first one to get a successful challenge to go through on one of our
yeah,
versions. I think it was version 4, and
yeah.
I couldn't get it to go through. No one could get it to go through, but you were the first challenge to go through. So
Never told me people are finding it difficult. He never told me people are finding it difficult to make challenge, right? I just went in there. I did what like what the app is meant for.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's how City told me, "Can you do this? I'll be seeing you weekly and all of that." So
yeah,
no problem. So that was how I worked on the project.
yeah. Well, as soon as you got a challenge to go through, I said, we got to get this guy more involved and get him helping the project, because he knows how to work the technology. But since then, we got it figured out, and I think the reason that everyone else was having troubles was bugs and different issues. But now, we I'm not getting any. I think the software now is running as smooth as it has ever. I mean, I hear less complaints than I ever have about bugs and different things. But like any project, that's a work in progress, and we're always trying to improve. And in fact, we're already working on Challenge version 8. So, you know, um, that's one thing that's big is if anyone has any feedback for Challenge version 8, just like we said in that little roadmap video, is we don't really have a set roadmap. A lot of projects come in and say, oh, here's our 5-year plan, our 3-year plan. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. We got it all planned out. We put out our software, get feedback from our users, and that kind of determines the direction that we go. And I think that's the best way to do it. Listen to the people, because we get ideas that we never even thought of that are really good that come from our users.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's just say our users' feedback. That is our roadmap. Nice.
Exactly. Yeah. That I think that pretty much sums it up, and I think that's a more accurate roadmap to have than some other roadmap. And a lot of projects make roadmaps, and they never get completed, and they just get postponed. And so we just we take it one version at a time. And like with version 7, we've gotten and a lot of times we hear the same thing from multiple people. So if you hear the same thing from multiple people, that that's a good suggestion. Like, multiple people have told us that we want a referral code bonus on Challenge. So we know that's something that people want. Telos, we've been hearing Telos since version 3. Everyone wants Telos integration. We know that's popular. We know that's something we should add.
Yeah.
Being able to reward multiple people at once, being able to click on like different people and reward multiple people at once.
Even when we were on version 6, I think I made that suggestion.
Yeah.
When we were on version 6, trying to get on version 7.
Right.
I think I made that suggestion. It will be very great to have that button that you just click and everybody gets the same reward.
Yeah.
Very, very often. Nice. Yeah.
And I think that will help challenge creation, because that's one thing that if I post a challenge and give out a little bit of EOS or CHL or whatever, and I get 40-50 people that respond to the challenge, I got to go and manually reward each person. But if I was able just to check mark every single person I wanted to reward and just reward them all at once, instead of spending 5 minutes, it would take me 30 seconds, and that makes a difference for people.
Yeah. And they should restore the tip feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing that and it should be working now. There's a way of being able to do it, but it's just not user friendly. You gotta do a couple things, and
so we
actually
can use version 8.
Yeah, but we're gonna bring that tip button back and make it more user friendly. But yeah, a lot of work for the dev team, but they're happy. They're pleased with all the users and the growth, and that's why it's so important for us to we're going to try to talk to these exchanges who are block producers who are collecting EOS networks rewards, and try to tell them that, hey, you guys need to support the wider EOS ecosystem and support tokens like CHL, because we're contributing so much to the EOS software and to using it. So that's one thing that we're going to be focusing on. And there's 3 big exchanges that are being voted for by Block 1. And that is Bitfinex,
OKEX.
OKEX, and what's the other one? It's Hobibi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are 3 major exchanges that are being voted for by Block 1 that don't support CHL currently. And they're getting thousands of dollars of EOS every day in network rewards. And I think it's important that they support not just the CHL token, but other active EOS tokens too, like the Vigor token, like the Atmos token. And, I think that's something, a debate we need to raise in the community is, hey, if we're voting for these big exchanges that are getting these network rewards, do they have a responsibility of supporting technology built on EOS? And I think they do. And I think most EOS holders would agree too.
Yeah, I think that is not just the work of our community, guys. I think it's the work of the EOS nation as well, because there's no how you be a block producer and you know being supported by block one or so, and you don't get to support projects on the EOS blockchain. I think that's not fair.
Yeah, it's so much of this stuff is new and it's experimental, but the from the very beginning, and for those guys that don't know, we're probably one of the longest running EOS projects there is. We announced our we've been working on Challenge before the network even launched, but kind of a philosophy of EOS was all the block producers were going to use their rewards to build up the network. So, and a lot of apps, so a lot of the block explorers that people use, a lot of the EOS tools people use are built by block producers, and that was their way of kind of helping build up the network because they're getting these rewards, and then in return they kind of build tools, they build different things to help grow the network, and that's really kind of how EOS has grown. But over the last 6 months or year, there's been a big influx of exchanges. In the beginning, there were no block producers that were exchanges. People thought that was like a no-no. That was like a conflict of interest type deal. Uh, but since then, so many of these exchanges hold so much EOS tokens that they're able to leverage that and use that to get themselves positions. And then I think people vote for them too, like Block One, and because they do add support for the EOS token. But I think it's important that they also support their technology built on EOS too, because that's how EOS is going to grow. I think that's a problem with EOS right now. People get disappointed in the price, people get disappointed in the token, and it's because there hasn't been any super successful, there hasn't been any EOS projects that have gotten a lot of recognition. I think we could we could prove a lot and show people what EOS technology can do if they just, but we need more people support, more token or more exchanges supporting our token.
I think that should be one of our greatest movements. Every week till our voices are heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, City and I were talking and we were going to get your take on it too, but we were thinking about just putting together a manifesto or some sort of proclamation and make a little document, say, hey, this proclamation or this document or this declaration says, hey, we, the EOS token holders, say that any exchanges that are block producers have an obligation to support all EOS technology and the tokens that support that technology. And maybe write up a document and try to get people in the EOS community to sign on to it and create some sort of movement of, because it's just not us. There's, right now, if you look, there's EOS or there's Ethereum projects that have huge market caps that are getting tons of trading, tons of liquidity, but they don't have anything built. They're just ERC20 tokens. But then on EOS, there's great technology that works, like us, the Vigor token, Discussions app, and no one can get access to these tokens. And I think a lot of that is the fault of the exchanges.
Well, let's see how that goes. Let's see
Yeah,
how that goes. It's a nice idea. It's a
yeah,
nice idea.
yeah. I think
So
that's one.
we wait to continue.
Oh no, yeah. I was saying, yeah. I think that's what we'll focus on. We'll probably give out rewards for that. So we'll probably try to start some sort of dialogue and bring attention to this issue. And then give rewards out for people who spread the word and make challenges related to this, because I think it makes sense. If you think about it, these exchanges are collecting thousands of dollars of EOS every day, and they're big exchanges. Why not list? They have an obligation to support the EOS network, and why not support the tokens that run the technology on the EOS network?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think we will push for that movement. Personally, I will push for that movement.
yeah.
Do all I can. Is
Yeah.
City back?
I just sent him a request, so we'll see if we can bring him on. If not, then no big deal. We can, he'll come on
Okay,
next
we can
week,
keep.
or we can do another meeting
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah.
Some days,
This week we have a meeting with the Vigor guys,
yeah,
right? It's supposed to be
yeah,
Monday.
we're gonna do it probably next Monday. So We were talking to the admin, and we were going to do a bigger AMA yesterday, because I guess.
Hello, team.
Good.
You're welcome.
Nice. It sounds like your connection's better. We can hear you all right. Are you hearing us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Awesome. Success.
What's
Yes.
up?
Good. It's not the same without you, man. We got to for the strategy meetings aren't the same without
Branding. I had to join you guys, so I know the updates.
So Willow and I. Cool. Yeah. So we've just been Willow and I just been talking about, the challenge. What we've been talking about was the reaching out to block producing exchanges and trying to get them to support all EOS technology, like all EOS technology that is working, that has users like the Vigor token, discussions app, and I know you and I
Great.
talk about creating some sort of declaration or proclamation saying that exchanges who are block producers need to support EOS technology.
Yeah. The bigger they have, you're gonna add some tokens on version 8, right?
Right. We want to add some other blockchains.
You're gonna add more tokens.
We have 8 tokens right now, and Atmos token, and we like to add some other blockchains. Like we're looking at adding more blockchains. We want to add the Hive blockchain, Telos blockchain. So that's what the development team's working on right now. Is they're looking at how to add all 3 of those blockchain, or how to support EOS, Hive, and Telos on the challenge application. I think users will like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm trying to invite our community members on Discord over to the live stream.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like
Hold on,
and it's funny, someone down below said, when will rewards be, or when will referral rewards be added? So like you and I were talking, Willow, we don't have a roadmap. Our roadmap is your guys' feedback, and we know that it's good feedback and it's a good feature if multiple people ask for it. So like the referral code system, everyone's been asking for that. Just right now, someone dropped in the live stream and said, hey, when you guys are going to add referral codes. So we know version 8, we need to have referral codes.
Right.
People have been asking us to add telesupports in version 3. So that's another thing that we know is good advice when we hear it from multiple people.
Cool.
But I think with the referral system, I think a user will invite his or her friend knowing that he has a reward,
Yeah.
I think that will lead to an increase in number of users.
It will, yeah. It's my father and I, we were talking to another person who's working on their project hasn't been released yet, but they're working on a blockchain project, and this person has worked up in San Francisco and with a lot of big tech startups, and he was talking about how important it is for tech projects to have referral codes, and how things like Dropbox really were grown by their referral code program. So and I think it'd be really easy to do with blockchain. If every time someone gets, if every time you knew you added, someone used your referral code and got on to challenge, you got some CHL, you got 50, 100 CHL, people would get pretty efficient and pretty good at sharing the link and getting people to add. That's how Cash App is growing. Cash App is growing, getting a lot of users because the referral code, every time you add someone, you get $5.
That's true.
Yeah, so
it helps to grow the community.
Yeah, if you're not growing, you're down. And so we so that's something that the developers are working hard. They've done a lot, and they're gonna they're still working on doing more, but probably adding Hive and Telos and adding a referral code bonus are the 2 biggest things in version 8.
Yeah. Atmos. You add the Atmos token.
Atmos token, yep. And then that's another good point too, is if you guys have tokens that you want us to see that run on Hive or Telos or EOS, if we have, if we can support those 3 blockchains, then we can add any token that runs on those 3 blockchains. So hopefully,
Yeah.
if we have Telos, then we'll be able to have Token Canada too, because Token Canada runs on Telos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most reason why I want Challenge EOS to support the 3 blockchains.
Yeah. And then,
we've been trying to, talk to, I think Douglas. Douglas is now, right? City.
Yep.
One of the
Yeah.
Telos, leaders.
Yeah.
So
Have you guys heard from
yeah,
them?
yeah, we are getting response.
we are getting what?
Yeah, active. I spoke with him. I spoke with him some days ago, a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get frustrated with him, but at the same time, I feel bad for him because I know he's so busy. I know that guy is, they got,
Yeah, he is. He is. And then more big things are coming on Telos. Every day big things are coming on Telos.
It's incredible. I think, in my opinion, obviously we don't give out financial advice or whatever, but Telos has got to be very undervalued, and it's they do so much, and they really don't get the recognition they deserve. So I think
Yeah, and when you hear that, when you hear that Telos is the most blockchain in the world, you gotta believe that because it is. It's very fast
it's very fast,
and scalable.
and it's the community is just an eager community. They get stuff done, and it's like that EVM
Yeah.
that like Block One put out that bounty for that Ethereum EVM contract, and I don't think they've really done anything with it. But Telos turns around, takes that, and they're doing a lot with it, and they're implementing it into their code, and they're making it accessible for us, Telos users. So one of the main reasons I want to get Telos on the ChallengeDac project is I just want to be able to give out rewards in Telos, and I want to be able to get all our challenge users to have Telos, because I think if they get Telos and hold on to it, they'll be very happy down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think if people come on
I need to also tip people Telos. Yeah, I want to tip my friends all around the world some Telos.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. And if you're able to accumulate, you get on the Challenge Network and you're able to accumulate some CHL and Telos, a year from now, that you could, be doing very well if you get a good amount of CHL and Telos. And, so hopefully we'll get them on version 8. We don't have a release date yet, but we're working on it, and hopefully soon we'll have a release date for version 8.
Yeah, so I have an announcement to make. We have 55,000 Hive power on Hive. So everyone who's watching should be able to go sign up on Hive and subscribe to the Challenge EOS community, so you'll be able to get upvotes from myself. And also, the next announcement is that our AMA that was supposed to hold today, the Vigor AMA, has been shifted to next week, Monday. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, bro. On Telegram, right?
Some people don't know that, but if you didn't know about that, that's the latest update that we got from the Vigor admins. They told us that we should do it next week, Monday, due to some occurrences that came up.
And the logic behind that is they were saying that every week, I guess Dan Larimer does an AMA, and there's more activity on, I don't know what channel he does his AMA on, but I think they were saying
On Telegram. He told me it's on Telegram. It takes place on Telegram, the EOS project Telegram group chat.
Awesome. So
that's where the AMA takes place.
Cool. So yeah, that will give us the ability to partner with the Vigor platform, and and we want to make a good impression on them and have them add the CHL token and let people do all the cool stuff they offer with the CHL token. They do a lot of DeFi stuff, and I think that's going to help the community, and that's going to help demand for CHL if we get the Vigor token on CHL on the Vigor platform.
Yeah.
Yep.
People will be able to loan CHL, borrow CHL, and also insure CHL.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to be able to borrow, lend, do all that cool stuff. You know, the reason we added the Vigor token, and right now you can win Vigor token on the challenge application. We support the Vigor token. We added it a few months ago, and the reason why is because we looked at it and we saw that what they were doing was working. They were actually really bringing DeFi to EOS. The technology was working. We looked on the blockchain, and we said, wow, these guys are really building something, so let's go ahead and support them, and added the Vigor token, and I'm glad we did. So I think that's it's going to really, you know, we'll have a lot of synergy once they add the CHL token too. Hopefully they will. I see no reason they wouldn't want to, especially if, you know, we educate them.
You're right.
You know,
You're
what
right.
we're doing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So one of the announcements from my end is keep looking out for Facebook challenges.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the ways you earn CHL, you earn cryptocurrency with the challenges application. It's one of the surest way to earn cryptocurrency in the challenges application by simply sharing Facebook posts. Yeah, that's just it. So look up Facebook challenges every day.
Yep. And then if you're somebody that's won a lot of CHL tokens, you know,
That's right.
you're somebody who has you know, when we're making these challenges, asking you guys to share Facebook videos, share things on Twitter, etc., and you hold a lot of CHL tokens, you have an incentive of seeing us grow and get more users. Because the more users that are on the network, the more valuable the CHL token becomes, because the CHL token is used to basically organize content on our application.
Yeah. So you have anything to say again?
I think that's a lot of, we've covered quite a bit, gone quite a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's the gist of it. The biggest thing is, yeah, you broke up for a second or two, but we can hear you now. So,
Okay.
yeah, any other announcements we need to make? I know Willow and I were online a little bit before you got here, and we've gone over quite a bit of news. Hive, you know, people take advantage of that Hive. We're going to be trying to maybe put out a declaration or some sort of document stating that, hey, block producers that are exchanges need to support the technology on EOS, because I think that's been the problem with EOS is it's been disappointing people with the price, but none of the, I think one of the reasons that EOS hasn't been doing better is because there hasn't been any real successful projects that have gotten a lot of attention that have been built on EOS. So if we, you know, if we got popular, if we became successful, got a few 100,000, 1 million users, I think that would make the CHL, it would make EOS a lot more valuable.
Yo, City Mills right here. I want to shout out to all EOS blog producers, and I want to ask you guys to please support the Challenge EOS project. It is one of the best projects in the world, and it's actually the best challenge application in the world. So if you don't have the app on your mobile, go try it out and give me a feedback what you think of it. Thank you guys. We love you.
Yeah.
You know, we always support you. We promote your project, promote EOS projects on the Challenge EOS application. Steady. On a steady.
Yeah. 100 Classic.
Yeah.
Yep. And we need each other. You know,
yeah.
The block producers need us, and we need them, because without the block producers, the network can't run. And without things being built on, because the block producers, they get paid in EOS, and if EOS dies, if there's nothing that gets built on EOS that's cool that people use, the value will go down of EOS, and that means there's going to be less rewards for the block producers. So the block producers, need technology that runs on EOS, and we need exchanges and block producers to support us. So we need each other, and we got to find that.
And you know what? The ChallengeDac community is actually one of the most active communities on the EOS blockchain.
Yeah, it is.
I do see our statistics on DAP. I think DAP rather.
Yeah.
Most times. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's underreported. I mean, we usually always are in the top 10, but we really should be higher because the way they count, because we're using one smart contract, you know, we want to make it free for people to create accounts. So we basically let people make sub accounts under one contract, one smart contract. So, you know, really, so we're not getting, so the way they keep a track of that, they count how many smart contracts are being, are interacting with the DApp. So our numbers are way underreported, but if you're looking at real users and people really using the app, I mean, we're one of the most, you know, used dApps. I mean, one of the DApp radars came out and they said that we were us and Discussions app were the most used social dApps on EOS. So I mean, we're definitely at the forefront of EOS technology and EOS users. So it doesn't make any sense that a Binance who's a block producer, a Bitfinex who's a block producer wouldn't support our token.
Yeah. We need all the exchanges. Yeah, we need all the exchanges who are block producers to support the project.
Yeah, I think they got a responsibility to do that. You know, especially, you know, maybe they can't support every single project that's been built on EOS, but you should definitely support the most the top 5 active ones, the most active ones. You know, they need to support those ones. So we got to remind them and let them know. And really, it's, you know, we can do that, but it won't work unless we get your guys' help. You know, so if you guys got to help us spread the word, and you know, Binance is getting thousands of dollars of EOS every day. Bitfinex is getting thousands of dollars of EOS every day. So, you know, they need to support the EOS network.
Yeah, I just got on the Probit exchange this evening. So I'm trying to check out their terms and conditions. Yeah, I really like to see CHL on these big exchanges.
Yeah, and I believe they could be a block producer too. I have to check, but I know you know, Bitfinex, OKEX, Binance, Big One Exchange, Who Exchange. They're all block producers that are collecting rewards.
Yeah.
And
that's right. Yeah. I know of Bitfinex.
Yeah. And another cool thing that I saw last night, I was going to show this to you guys, was P tokens, and I believe they're controlled by or partners with Bitfinex. So I don't know if Bitfinex is running them or if maybe they're a little bit more decentralized. But in a couple of days, they're having a webinar that people can sign up for, and maybe just talk to them or give them feedback. And I think if we put out a challenge and ask people to join their webinar and ask for them to add CHL, that might be a good way of us getting on the P network. And obviously we get on the P network and there's a PCHL, we'll have an Ethereum token and we can be traded on the Ethereum network.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so we got good challenges on the application. I have some challenges, so I need our members to go complete the challenges so I can reward them. I have a few challenges I need to reward the users.
Yeah. And usually when we're making challenges that are going to help support the network, that are going to help grow us. So that's kind of, you know, when we make challenges, that's our thinking. So if you guys participate in that, you're not only getting rewards, but you're actually helping us grow the network and get us, you know, making us into a bigger project. So it's important that you guys participate.
And I like the turn of these days. I like the turn of these days, you know.
Yeah.
The community is so active these days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an active community.
So
and
we just need them
to sharing. I think they are more of CHL, you know.
You
So I
said
see,
what?
I think they are monitoring the price of CHL. I see someone on the Telegram group was like, "Oh, CHL has pumped."
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, yes.
yeah. I mean, obviously, if you're holding a lot of CHL and you've gone on, you've won a lot of CHL, um, that price is important. I mean, it's important, for us as a project, and it's important for people to hold it. So, and our philosophy has
Yeah.
always been the more users that we get, the more the valuable token will become.
Yeah. I've been telling my friends that they should hold. That all they need to do is to hold.
Hold, yeah,
Because if we have someone, if we have a big guy or a big tech guy promote us today, the price is gonna pump, and you never can tell how much your 100K CHL is gonna worth by that time.
yeah,
So that's it.
yeah. I mean, we are definitely a micro cap token. I mean, we're few $100,000 is what we're at. So that's there's projects that are billions and billions of dollars, and we're just a few 100,000. So we're definitely a small crypto project, but we got a big user base and we got working technology. And if you look at the projects and how many of them actually have users, it's a very small amount of projects that have users. Really, that's I've heard CZ from Binance. He's really says that's kind of their philosophy too, is users make the value of an application or of a project. All projects or tokens or whatever aren't really worth anything if no one uses them. And that's why it's so important for us to get users, and that's why we care so much about them, and why we try to grow the application so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually I do, in case anybody who is watching doesn't know, I do drop $5 worth of CHL every Saturday during our AMS on Instagram. Yeah, where the host is the challenge boss, the challenge EOS boss, Chase Escam,
Well, you're the co-host.
all the way from California.
We host it together. You're the
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, you're the chief host.
yeah. So we host it, and yeah. So we usually do these AMAs or these Instagram lives on Saturday, but we're trying something a little bit different with our strategy meeting this week. But
Yeah.
be on the lookout this Saturday, and then we'll actually reward people who ask questions. So if you come online, ask questions, just like City said, we'll give you rewards for that. So now a lot of projects do that. So that's pretty cool.
So guys,
Yeah.
I have about 2 minutes to be here, so I'm gonna have to leave you guys.
Okay, cool.
All
I
right.
think we've gone through most of the information. I mean, anything else we need to tell the people? I mean, we've gone for a while, pretty much told everything we're working on. The big stuff this week is, like we said, Hive, block producers who are BPs, and more
Yeah.
challenges. Is that anything else we got for the people?
Nothing from my end.
Okay, well, just check your challenge application, keep winning, and
Yeah.
CHL to the moon.
Sharing the download links to friends.
Yep. Awesome, cool. So I think that's it for today, and we'll see you guys this Saturday. So tune in this Saturday for the AMA.
Okay.
All right.
Have a great day, guys.
Yeah,
Stay below. Have a good night. Stay
All right,
safe.
bro.